All right, Kickstarter, here we go. So, Gregorio asks, have you run any tests to see how long various markers, dry erase, wet erase, permanent, can remain on the boards without staining them? All right, so I'm going to show you the current date and time. We'll refresh this guy. Okay, you can see what the backer level is. All right, and then we're going to go to Google date and time. We're going to refresh. And we're going to go ahead and, by the way, today's date is June 28th at 6:01. We're going to go ahead and just write on this board right here, and I'm going to let it sit. We've done lots of tests. We leave markers on this guy all the time, well, all of them, because we're lazy and we don't clean the boards off after we play our games. Usually we finish up and everybody's tired and we just go home and they sit for days or weeks or what have you. So yeah, we have tested unintentionally, but we also, when we first received these boards, and I'll post a YouTube video about that, we let them sit with all of the different variations of permanent markers that we could find, pardon the noise, to see how they would behave. And our discovery was effectively that it comes off no matter what. And it's not really a discovery. We knew that the surface is not really, I won't divulge too many secrets here, but there really isn't a time frame that we know of in which the markers dry or stay. Here's a super secret brand new one that we're going to explore today. It's an industrial UV marker, which means that it'll only appear under UV. Now, I've never tried this before, so this is kind of put a big blob on there unintentionally. Oh, look at that. You can even see with the camera. Whoops. Well, I guess we'll find out whether or not that stays. That's the first time we've used that marker, so theoretically, and you can kind of see the halo here, theoretically, it'll come off. I guess we're going to find out together as a team, as friends. Here is one of our acrylic markers. This one's black. Again, pardon my one-handed nature. Hell, this is a white one. See how that works out. Never tried this, but I guess we're going to find out whether or not it'll come off. We may find something brand new together. Oops, that side is terrible. Let's try and do the other tip. All right, here's that white. Yikes. All right, we'll get that nice and in there too. Okay, oh, look at that. The UV is bleeding into the other one, that pool. So we'll just leave that alone. I mean, that may react really weirdly, but I don't think so. Okay, here is our liquid chrome marker. Oh, this is a little thin tip one. Let's get the thicker one. I got that in here. Sorry about the production quality. Normally we used stabilized cameras, but not this time. Here's another one. There's a black magic marker. If you're an artist, you're probably pretty familiar with these guys. Okay. I think you guys have already seen the Copic. You've seen the Prismacolor. Here's a new one that nobody's looked at before. This is a, I never pronounce it quite right, Danny Rive. This is an alcohol-based ink marker. And as you probably know, as you've seen, the alcohol ones seem to work pretty well. Okay. What else do I have here? We tried the Copics, we tried the Prismacolors. I think that's pretty much it. I thought I had another chrome one, but I can't seem to find it, but I think that little guy right there is just fine. So, yeah, we'll let these sit. Let's see what happens. They're either going to come off or they're not going to come off. But again, today is the 28th, and we'll refresh this just for the sake of seeing how things are going. 6:05. And then we'll click on this one again. You can see our funding level and where we are. We would like to get that up, by the way. Please help us out. Share and share alike. Okay, 1 hour ago. Thanks again, Gregorio, my apologies. Gregorio. We'll come back in, let's say on Monday, and see how all this looks. Thanks again, and make sure you back us and follow us, and have a nice day.